Hey, what's up, guys? Time to end it all with Black Panther, and look what I got here. Woohoo! Yes, I got the shirts. Even though there's missing a few key members like Mantis, War Machine, Falcon, and a few other ones. Yeah, I'm a bit upset, but at least we got a few of them. But at least we got the Black Order. We got Ebony Maw and a few other members. I don't know a few of their names though. But hey, at least I got this shirt, and yes. I'm ready to go for Infinity War. Let me just put this here on my chair. And just to prove you guys, because Black Panther's still not out on Blu-ray. It's still in theaters, and it's still making over $1.3 billion, I think, around there. Yeah, a lot of money, $1 billion. And just to prove you guys, I did want to go see it in person. Boom, boom, Black Panther. Anyways, guys, let's first start off with Black Panther and the story itself. Black Panther, directed by Ryan Coogler, starring Chadwick Boseman, Michael B. Jordan, Lupita Nyong'o, Danai Gurira, Martin Freeman, Daniel Kaluuya, Latita Wright, I think I pronounced her name right, Winston Duke, Forrest Whitaker, and Andy Serkis. As I start off with the story, well, we already know we meet Black Panther for the very first time in 2016's event, Captain America: Civil War, where he wanted to get revenge on Bucky Barnes, or should I say the Winter Soldier, for killing his father. But it was not him. It was Zemo the whole time, and yeah, he kind of regrets pretty much kind of like wanting to kill Winter Soldier, but the whole man himself was actually Zemo. And we don't get any whereabouts about Zemo, but we're going to get towards the story. It does take place after Civil War, and we get to see what happens to T'Challa, what he's actually been up to, and what's next. Who's going to be the king of Wakanda after his father T'Chaka, who is pronounced dead, and is dead. We get to see what happens next, and what he's been up to, and we get to see that he's still a heroic man and, you know, does what he does best, protecting his people from Wakanda and also keeping the vibranium to check with himself, not sharing it with anybody but to himself. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. And to me, that we get more to the story itself. It's kind of like an origin story of Black Panther, and yeah, we get to see more twists and turns in the very end, and we'll get to that in a bit soon enough. So the story itself is a plus, a great Black Panther origin story. A little bit though, but not so much, but it is. As for Chadwick Boseman as T'Challa / Black Panther, I thought he was really fantastic. His performance in Civil War was great, but here we get to see his backstory and a little bit of his backstory, and we get to see the world of Wakanda itself and how the way he is more of a loyal king of Wakanda, and he can become much better than his father, and he proves himself too, because we get to see more fight scenes that he can prove to be himself as a king and also to become his alter ego, the Black Panther, and he does a fantastic job. And to me, Chadwick Boseman, fantastic. Name Michael B. Jordan as Eric Killmonger. Wow. I think he has made it on the top 5 list for top villains in the MCU. He actually dethrones Hela, and it hurts me to say it. He dethrones Hela, and I think he takes off Red Skull out of the top 5 list. Man, oh man, he's amazing. He's not as generic as everybody is. His motivation is completely clear. There is a twist in the movie though, and it's quite sad and touching of what happened and why he's so evil and why he wants to have Wakanda for himself and have it in his own hands. But he's not the only villain. Andy Serkis as Ulysses Claw. I can't believe he went from Gollum, Caesar from Planet of the Apes, King Kong from King Kong the movie, and then Snoke from Star Wars. Oh, still recovering from that. His performance away from the CGI suit as Ulysses Claw, fantastic. But what sucks about it is that the fate of him is pretty much left unknown, because we get to see what happens to him in the very end. But we'll get to that later on. But yeah, fantastic job by Ulysses Claw. And then also Winston Duke as M'Baku, who was a villain for a short time. I thought his performance was great. And then him wanting to fight against T'Challa for like, you know, who would be king for Wakanda. To me, I thought he was a good villain for the prime being, but then later on when he becomes friends with them was absolutely cool. And then yeah, I thought his performance was great though. I can't wait to see what he has to do next in Infinity War. And that gets a plus. Okoye, played by Danai Gurira, if I pronounce her name right. I can't believe she went from The Walking Dead to the MCU, and I thought her performance here as Okoye was great. And wow. I wish she would be my bodyguard to protect me for wherever I go, but who knows? Ouch. But yeah, I thought her performance was great away from the Walking Dead series, and yeah, I can't wait to see what she does next in Infinity War. I'm looking forward to it though. As Lupita Nyong'o as Nakia, the love interest for Black Panther, T'Challa's love interest. I thought she does a fantastic job. She cares about him despite their complicated relationship a little bit though, because I'm a little upset because the ex in the comic books, T'Challa falls in love with Aurora Monroe, and that's what she stays with in the very end. And he does have children with her, but in here it's completely different because still 20th Century Fox is still negotiating with the Marvel stuff. It's not fully done yet, so who knows? Who knows? But I thought Nakia's performance was great by Lupita Nyong'o, and I thought she was great. As for Martin Freeman as Everett Frost, yeah, that gets both over there. Everett Ross, played by Martin Freeman, I thought he does a fantastic job, even though he feels a little bit awkward around, like, you know, the people from Wakanda. But hey, we get to see how much he does get introduced from 2016's Captain America Civil War, and we get to see him for the first time getting to know Wakanda, because Wakanda, he knows secrets about it, but he doesn't know much of it. But him being surrounded by Wakanda, it made him feel awkward, but I thought his performance was cool. Some people say that he felt a bit unnecessary in the movie, but to me, I felt he feels more necessary in the movie, and I knew that he was going to make a comeback here for the Black Panther movie, and I thought his performance was great, even though he felt awkward in the movie. But yeah, I thought, I can't wait to see him at least soon enough reunite with Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. It would be cool though, a little bit of a Watson and Sherlock Holmes moment. That would be really cool though, maybe a little reference though. But yeah, as for the rest of the supporting cast, Wakibi, played by Daniel Kaluuya, I thought he was absolutely great as the husband of Okoye. I thought he was great, being part of the close of a bodyguard to T'Challa, and I thought he was great. Even though I do see him potentially as a villain in a future movie, but I don't know, because I don't know much about the lore of Black Panther. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to see what he has next, and who knows if he might make an appearance in Infinity War. Who knows about that? As for Shuri, played by Letitia Wright, I thought she was great, and yeah, she does fantastic. As for Zuri, played by Forrest Whitaker, I thought he was actually cool. I thought he was. I wish I had more screen time of him, but there's a twist in the movie that we get to see what he actually does, and yeah, part of the movie does fit more. We get to know more about the lore of what he's actually done that made Killmonger get motivated, and yeah, I thought Forrest Whitaker as Zuri was absolutely fantastic, and yeah, that gets a plus. As for the action itself, absolutely cool. I love the opening sequence where he fights in the dark. The fight between T'Challa and M'Baku was a cool fight, even though the CGI from the crowd is a bit off though, but I'll get to that in a bit. I thought in the fight between Black Panther and Killmonger was absolutely cool, and yeah, I thought in the action department and the CGI department was cool though, but we'll get to the CGI in a bit though. And yeah, that gets a plus. The world of Wakanda, I would love it for it to exist. I would love to see it, because I thought the culture looks absolutely amazing. The home of Black Panthers, a complete beautiful landscape of Wakanda, and man, I thought Wakanda is a beautiful place to visit, and it sucks that it doesn't exist because it's fiction. But anyways, that gets a plus. Is this movie, and before I get to this, is this movie deserving a 10 out of 10? Yes, but no. This movie has flaws. For example, I'm going to get to spoilers here right now, so for those who haven't seen the movie, at least skip through at least 20 to 30 seconds of the movie. I was upset that Killmonger killed Ulysses Claw and shot him in the head, and why? It would have been better off if Killmonger would have at least tranquilized him, turned him inside to Wakanda, and at least with that we get to see him in prison and him talking smack to the people of Wakanda. Ha ha ha! But no, we never get that. And also, I thought the CGI where T'Challa and M'Baku were fighting, with the crowd was at, I thought it needed a little bit more work. It looked a bit choppy though, and yeah, and I would have loved to see more screen time of Killmonger, and yeah, I thought he was a fantastic villain, but more screen time would have been really cool. But his backstory was shown though, but I wanted more screen time because Killmonger was a great villain, and I hope there's a skin for him in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I'm not going to stop about that, but yeah. So yeah, this movie does deserve a 10 out of 10, but I have to drop it down because of those cons. This movie is perfect, but it does have minor flaws, so I'm going to have to give this movie a 9 out of 10. A superb review and a superb movie, and it does get a yes seal of approval. And yeah, it does potentially have to be a 10 out of 10, but in my opinion, it's a 9 out of 10, and it deserves that, and to me, that's the end of it. And yeah, and this is pretty much almost the end, the finale of the road to Infinity War, and I am so looking forward to it. I got the shirt, and yes, I'm still in my Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 shirt. I was actually doing chores at the moment and trying to find the shirt, and I finally managed to get one. But yeah, that's the end of the road, and sorry for the rush moments. I wanted to get more in depth of this, but about the Ant-Man review, even though it's a little wonky. But at least with this, for the next time that you'll see me, maybe today at midnight or tomorrow morning, you'll get to see my Infinity War, and yeah, you might see me from this to this. I don't know, because that's what I keep hearing about. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time with I'll show you my shirt, because it's not out on Blu-ray yet, but it's out in theaters. Infinity War. Take it. Yeah, Infinity War. See you guys in the next one. Time to end the finale with Infinity War. Looking forward to it. Bye, guys.